Hey, my name is Sean. Welcome to Echoes in Eternity Bourbon. Have you ever just had an amazing weekend? So I'm letting you know that, you know, there's been, it's been challenging. A lot of things been going on, not only in my life, it's peak season at work, taking care of my dad, but I have a lot of friends that have been going through a lot lately. And so I always appreciate that you guys keep people lifted up in prayer, and continue with that. I've had two friends that lost family members this weekend, and another friend who lost a father this weekend, or this past week, I should say. So keep Carlos Whiskey Corner lifted up in prayer. He's had a challenging week, and I just want to keep him lifted up. Um, I appreciate it. You guys are such a great community that way too. Is you guys are positive. You want to keep people lifted up, and that's the best part about it. And had a couple of also amazing things show up this week. Um, Jesus, Bloody 81. This is the Heart Release 2024 Maker's Mark. The tasting notes on it are caramel, chocolate, and maple. Man, I've been looking for this, haven't been able to find it. You had one in your area. Thank you so much for this contribution to the channel. Jesus and I, we go, we've had a nice relationship, and I consider him a friend. It all started because we have this love of bourbon, but we get to talk life, and that is so cool. And when he was like, "Hey, I found this in my area. I found a few of these," and I'm like, "Man, I would like this." He got one for the channel. Thank you so much for that, Jesus. And talking about another person giving amazing stuff for the channel right here. Look at this. This is the Smoke Eye Hill Barrel Proof Blue Corn. I can't find it in this area, but another awesome member of the channel, Mark Gale, he found this for the channel, and I'm so appreciative you got this in for the channel, Mark. It really, really means a lot. Both of you, Jesus and Mark, it truly means a lot. You guys, and that's the best part about having a bourbon tribe. Is sometimes I can find stuff that other people can't get. Sometimes they can find stuff for you that you couldn't normally get. So that's the beauty in having a nice tribe there. So thank you guys for that. I truly appreciate it. On top of that, got an amazing sample pack from Dave Vogelsang. For those that happen to see the live on Friday night with Whiskey Wisdom, and you happen to go in the after hours, a few of us happened to try a 160 proofer, which I was very fond of. I'm like, wow, this doesn't drink 160 proof. But had it, with Matt out at Whiskey Wisdom, myself out there, it was a lot of fun. RJ the Fed was there, and he had that too. If you guys haven't checked out RJ the Fed, he's almost to 1,000 members, and he's got a huge giveaway coming up. So looking forward to that. RJ has great perspective on things. He's a lot of fun. Sometimes he has a shirt on, sometimes he doesn't, but it's a blast that way. So absolutely love hanging out with him and Matt in the after hours with some of the regular group that's in the after hours. If you've never been on Matt's after hours, it's not recorded, but it's just a lot of fun. People talk a little trash, have a few bourbons, go through some things, and just talk life. Awesome time there, and and of course Saturday you have Baker Drinks. They had on Northwest Bourbon yesterday. Both of those amazing channels. If you haven't had the opportunity to check out either one, I suggest you check them both out. Northwest Bourbon, both, Troy and Northwest Bourbon, they both are veterans, and they talk about, not only veteran things, but also bourbon things. And I think that they have amazing formats as well. This week, if you're in the Patreon, and I'll tell you, it doesn't matter, but well, I'll tell you, it does matter. But I mean, sometimes there's a lot of content creators, and I want to get into the Patreon thing in a minute because it'll segue into to what I'm about to talk about now. This past week on Monday, a bunch of content creators. This was started with Baker Drinks. Troy and Laura had a relationship in the area with Westward, and they do a lot of American single malts. And so they said, hey, we're interested in doing a barrel pick. So we went into, and they reached out to us and said, "Hey guys, we're interested in doing a barrel pick. Do you want to be a part of it?" So Barrel Dave, Matt out of Whiskey Wisdom, Carlos Whiskey Corner, Myron, Myron's out there from Bourbon Drop, myself. We all got involved in this, and we had a live, which I'm going to post today at 5 o'clock. I did it Patreons only, but I want to let everyone kind of see what this is all about. So we did a live with Jonathan out at Westward, and such an accommodating, nice guy. We went through our things, through our tasting notes, through our different stuff from the 4 different samples that they gave us to try. One's kind of a baseline. That's Matt's favorite, but I'll digress. No, I'm just kidding, Matt. Just kidding. But they give us a baseline of their standard offering in 3 different single barrels, and we went through all of them, and we found 2 that, man, and I'll tell you what, all of their products are very good, and a couple of them were just blown away fantastic. And so as we went through them, we just found 2 that we fell in love with. And so as a group, we got back together. We talked through things, and I'd love to thank Carlos for being, with all that he was going through, for allowing us to, do this while he focused on more important things, but be there to support us on it too. So I thank you, Carlos, for that. But as we went through, we found 2 we really liked, and we had some unusual things happen, which this will be first for them. So typically you can buy a full barrel, a half barrel. They've never really split 2 half barrels. So we ended up getting 2 half barrels of different bourbons. And I think that you'll find that, well, American single malt whiskeys, but I think that they are, it's what's so neat is they're the same exact mash bill. Age is a little bit different by about a year, but they present totally different. And I think that you'll see that if you watch that video later. And I know it's a long video, you don't have to watch it all, but we cut up and have fun in there. But it shows you how different things can be, even though they're, warehoused in the same place. They have the, same type of chars. There's the same mash bill, but the difference in age and what could have been in the wood and how it affected the whiskey is fantastic. But we got 2 half barrels coming up, and on top of that, they typically proof everything at 125 proof. We asked, can we keep these at the original proof point? One's 127.77, and the other is at 128.41. They said, you know what, we're gonna do this, since and so we got a couple of firsts. We got a couple of half barrels, and we got a couple proofed at over their 125 that we're just getting it in the natural form that we got to taste it in. I think that is outstanding, and so looking forward to that. And what I want to bring back to is the Patreons, what I was going to go is, I know a lot of you have different Patreon accounts, and I know it can be taxing sometimes if you have more than one account. But all the people that are involved in there, what we're going to do is if people are interested in this bottle, when it comes time and we actually have the website SKUs and stuff set out, we're going to release it on Patreons first. Now, it doesn't mean you have to be a member of all the different Patreon channels. It doesn't mean that you have to be a member of mine. But if you're a member, of Whiskey Wisdoms or Baker Drinks or Whiskey Corner or Bourbon Drop, I don't believe Barrel Dave has a Patreon, but if you're a member of one of those channels, you'll get it released at the exact same time. So that way you're not having to worry about how many different things. We're all going to release it at the same time to our Patreons, and then I think 48 hours later we're going to release it to everyone that watches our videos. But we're excited about this. What's so neat about this is it drinks so bourbon friendly. It's not a typical American single malt. They have beautiful, sweet, rich notes. It reminds me of bourbon on a lot of things. One of them's heavy cherry. The other's is heavy chocolatey coffee. Outstanding stuff. So looking forward to that. I know I get a little long-winded sometimes, but it all comes from the heart. But truly honored to have that opportunity with the group. And if you can't think of, I couldn't think of a better name, and I can't remember who came up with this name. It may have been Barrel Dave, it may have been Baker Drakes. I'm not sure, but Poor Decisions is the name of our picking group. Pour decisions. So Poor Decisions. So that's going to be a lot of fun too, because I love the double entendre. I love how it just kind of goes into a lot of things there in life. So it was a lot of fun there. Like I said, I had a really really good time and had a good time on the Friday Night Live. Got to watch some of the Saturday with Baker Drinks last night, and so looking forward to that. So if you're interested in seeing what it was like with these other amazing people, I felt bad for Jonathan at Westward because man, we're just having fun. But he said he had a great time. I think we all had a lot of fun. But it just shows what it was like for us. And every, I'm sure, group is different. We tend to talk a little bit of trash and have a little bit of fun with it. But I'm looking forward to many more picks in the future with this group, because I can't think of a group of people that I'd rather hang out with and drink bourbon and find something that we like. And we're all on the same path that we're not going to put our names on something unless this is something we want on our shelves and we want to give to people. And so I'm sure all of us will be buying a few bottles of this as well. So it'll be a lot of fun and a good time. So look, a couple other cool things this week. We got two winners coming up we have the Remus. This is the Babe Ruth. So we got two winners for this. Got to figure out what we're going to be doing as well for this week. And I think I've got it in mind, but we'll talk about that. What else do we got going on? Oh, a couple of people I wanted to shout out and say things to. Number one, of course, Dave Vogel saying thank you for the samples. But Dave, yesterday was your father's 96th birthday. What a blessing. I hope you guys had an amazing time hanging out with your father. Fantastic at 96 years of life. I hope you guys had a blessed day and got to celebrate your dad. Fantastic. Another personal friend of mine and such an awesome member of this channel, Terrence Walker. Yesterday was your birthday. Happy birthday, my friend. I got to talk to you for a little bit yesterday. Your wife was treating you right and you guys were out to eat and you were taking a little time for yourself. I hope you had an amazing day yesterday and happy birthday. So just want to put that out there. These are two people that mean a lot to me in the bourbon community. They were right there at the beginning for me, and you guys have supported me all the way. And I always like to celebrate things about you, and when you guys get to celebrate it, you always want to see your friends and your family be successful and do well. When they win, you win. I love to see other people win because it makes me happy to see good people win. So I hope you guys had an amazing day. Oh, let me talk about our poor winners. So in the comments, poor winner, man, I tell you what, I just love some of the people. Yeah, I love all you guys, but I love when I pull names. It makes me excited because every person I associate some kind of a story with, whether it was a comment or personal conversations or things like that. So the poor winner from the comments this weekend, Rob Rhodes. Rob, he's a Vegas transplant like me in the South. I'm very excited about this. Like I said, I had the opportunity to meet him out at Maple Party Shop. He's active in the comments. We text back and forth. That was very cool to see your name pop up on this. So Rob, congratulations. Also, from the Patreons, another longtime supporter and member of this channel. Man, the same person that got me this bottle right here, Mark Gale. Congratulations, Mark. You'll be getting a 2-ounce pour of this as well. So thankful for the things that you do. You always keep me positive, uplifted, donate things in for the channel, but always have such a great outlook on life. And I appreciate that. Energy brings energy, I believe, a lot of times. If you have negative energy, you bring people down. If you have positive energy, you bring people up. Mark's positive. I absolutely love talking to Mark or seeing him on the lives or just having day-to-day chats, whether it's in the comments or in text. So two awesome people there, excited about that. So let's talk about what we're going to do this week. So the comment that we're going to have in the description, you have to put in poor poor decisions. Uh, so POUR decisions, poor decisions. So put that somewhere in the comments. Absolutely looking forward to that. For this week, I think that we're going to do two. I think the Smoke Eye and the Maker's Mark. I'll be reviewing both of these later this week. In the comments, if you get your name pulled for poor decisions, you'll get a 2-ounce pour of each of these. Same thing with the Patreons. You're in the $5 and $15. I do something every Sunday for you guys. So you'll also have that same opportunity if you haven't won something already this month. So absolutely looking forward to that. Man, Sunday, I hope you guys have an amazing day today. After I go to church with the family, I'm actually going to go to a friend's house today, and I'm going to share what I believe is going to be a super special pour with him today. What was given by somebody else. And that's the best part about the bourbon community is everyone's giving. I like to give stuff out, but you guys love to give it out too. And I get to share it with a friend that for something I couldn't find in this area that I think that he will truly, truly enjoy. So absolutely looking forward to that. Look, if you happen to be working today, I hope your workday goes by fast. I hope you're successful in everything you do. I hope you bring great energy and people bring it right back to you. If you're off today, man, I hope it's easy a Sunday morning. I hope it's smooth. I hope it slows down for you. I hope you have a great time with your family and friends and taking care of yourself. Remember to always take care of yourself so you can take care of others. Because I was in this bad trap for a long time. I tried to help everyone I possibly could, and what I found is it wore me out too. And it's not because I didn't want to give more, but I realized I have to find a way to take care of myself from time to time so I have more energy to give to other people. And so I absolutely love that. Most importantly, guys, it's Sunday. Cheers and God bless. Y'all have an amazing day. Thank you.